Here I'll be unboxing this authentic Phantom Orion bearing drive. As you can already tell, the whole box art is in Korean as this is a Sonokong product. I primarily got this Phantom Orion just for the BD, so hopefully it lives up to its name. Let's start off by inspecting the packaging. Here we have Phantom Orion, Chris, and the light launcher 2 that's included. Top of the box says Phantom Orion bearing drive. It's right spinning. It's part of the 40 system, a stamina type. That's pretty much it for the front exterior. Next up, the bottom of the box. The code is L1711, assuming that's December 17th, 2011. Here's the side of the box that explains the bearing drive and how there's a bearing incorporated into the performance. The back of the box that shows the statistics of the bay and each part. 2 modes of it, stamina and attack mode, and the recommended combo that is scythe bearing drive. And the other side that explains the 4D system. With all that being said, let's take this out of the box. Here's everything you would receive with this packaging. Start off with the sticker sheet, instruction manual, bearing drive, and the tool. A ripcord, and lastly Phantom Orion and the light launcher 2. Before we move on, I want to talk about the packaging. Here's the Sonokong variant, the other is the Midfake variant. As you can tell, the box art is slightly desaturated on the Midfake, as it is reprinted on the Midfake counterparts. Everything else is the same besides the language, as the Midfake utilizes the Japanese variant compared to the Korean variant. That's all I have to say of the packages. With all that being said, let's get Phantom Orion out. Here we have Phantom Orion and all of its individual parts. I went ahead and brought along my Midfake to compare it to. And to start off, here are the face bolts. There's a slight color difference. The Midfake is slightly translucent, while the authentic facebolt is a solid color. To confirm its authenticity, you can check for the facebolt code, and the Sonokong has a facebolt code. That is AR. Next up are the clear wheels. There's not really much difference. There is a lot of excess plastic on the Sonokong facebolt, so I'm kinda iffy on that. But other than that, they're practically the same clear wheel. Next up is the metal frame. The right is the Midfake, and on the left is the Sonokong variant. To tell which is which, try to identify the squares. You can see the squares are slightly different on each wheel. It's a lot more intricate and precise on the Sonokong variant compared to the Midfake. Moving next are the cores. Same again, left is Sonokong and right is the Midfake. Not much of a difference, although the Midfake is slightly opaque compared to Sonokong. And the most big difference are the bearing drives. I'll just demonstrate it for you. Now that's truly a bearing drive. Now for the Midfake, it struggles. It does not compete with the authentic bearing drive. That's the pretty big difference between these two. Moving on, we're gonna weigh each individual part and compare the weight differences between the two. First up, we'll start with the face bolts. The authentic face bolt, 1.1 grams. The Midfake is 1 gram. Moving next, the Midfake clear wheel is 3.1 grams. The authentic clear wheel is 2.9. Slightly light, oh, it's 3 grams. Moving on is the metal wheel. The Midfake is 38.4. The authentic wheel is 39.7. A whole gram, basically. Plastic core, the authentic, 2.3, 2.4. Lastly, Midfake bearing drive, 3.4. The authentic bearing drive, 3.4 as well. Not much of a weight difference, although there's a big difference in the metal core, or the metal frame that is. Other than that, let's get both bays assembled. Here is both bays fully assembled. The right is the authentic counterpart and the left is the Midfake. The noticeable difference is the metal oxidization on the right compared to the left. One is basically new and the other is a beat up bay. To finish it off, we're going to conduct a spin test on how long both bays last. And first, we're going to conduct a spin test with the Midfake first. I also have a stopwatch right beside me to estimate its spin time. The Midfake lasted about 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Moving on, we're gonna do a spin test with the authentic bay now. Now this Phantom Orion had a spin time of 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and that's at least triple compared to the Midfake. Other than that, this spin test experiment took way too long, but this Phantom Orion is worth it. And yeah, thanks for watching.